You are looking fabulous. Yeah, it's recording now.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Right.
Cheers.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Right, this is my mother. She doesn't really get what I do. She doesn't get YouTube. She doesn't really understand how it works. So we've had to give her a gin and tonic to do this video with me, because today I am doing a mum tag video. You guys have seen videos with her in my videos, and a lot of you have commented saying your mum's really cool. Someone even went as far as to say that she was a legend.
That's me.
So basically, she said, well, I said, do you want to do the mum tag? She said, let me go and spruce myself up because I've got to live up to this legendary name I've been given. So we are here today. I'm going to ask her some questions so you guys can get to know her. At the moment, I'm out in Spain. They live in Marbella in Spain, so we are visiting them. And I thought, perfect time to do the mum tag video. So, Mum, what's your name?
Don't you know it? Annie.
These people don't know.
Annie. I'm Annie Bates.
If you think she's got a funny accent, it's because she's from South Africa. So that is where her accent is coming from. So let's get straight into it, okay? These questions, Mum, are going to be child related, obviously, because you've got me. So I've got one brother and one sister who are both older than me. First question, who's your favourite?
Well, Emma's my absolute favourite.
Right.
I used to get asked this all the time when they were little, who was my favourite? And I'd always say, Emma is my favourite because she's the oldest.
Right, yes.
And then Ronnie's my favourite because he's the only boy.
He's the middle child.
And Kerry's my favourite because she is the baby.
But in truth, I'm your real favourite.
It's a difficult question to answer.
What do you think has been the hardest thing about being a mum?
Ooh, I can't say anything's really been hard. It's just been an interesting journey. The whole thing has been a very interesting journey.
When we lived in South Africa, we had a maid. That's all I'll say. Who did a lot. She did a lot. Okay, let's move on. What was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mum?
Gosh, I wish you'd given me some warning on these strange questions. These are very odd questions. The most surprising thing was probably how much I love you, how protective you are towards your children.
Okay, yeah. All right. So what is the best memory you have involving your children? Or just me?
All the fun times in South Africa and when we lived in England and all the good times that we had together.
Do you ever remember a time when you thought, I do not like my children?
Oh, many times. But that's quite normal, I think.
We used to be terrified of my mum and dad when we were younger. I remember one thing sticks out in my mind. My brother and I would chase each other down the corridor upstairs in our house in England. And one of us slipped and we went through one of the banister pillars. We snapped it in half. And we were like, oh my God. We were like terrified that what the consequences were going to be. Actually, we were pretty chilled about that time, surprisingly. Right. What is the worst thing your child has ever done?
Which child?
Either.
Any of them. Probably Emma, the times she used to steal my car at 14 years old.
My sister.
I never knew she did that. And that was when I found out that she was driving my car around with all her mates in the back. At the age of 14, I was
14 years old, joyriding. Because my dad had an automatic, It was easy to joyride. I'd just hop in the car with her and she'd just take us round to the shop, fill up with petrol. That actually was, I'd never do something like that. Where would you like to see your child in 10 years' time?
Where would I like to see them?
So I'd like to see me. Where would you like to see me in 10 years' time?
I would like to see you still happily married and your children successful and you having achieved a goal in life.
Do you understand my job?
No, I don't. Not for a second do I understand it.
She doesn't. If I'm filming here, she's like, now, what are you doing? I don't understand.
No idea.
I try and explain lots of times, but she just doesn't seem to ever quite grasp the concept. Right. What is something that having a child has taught you?
Patience.
Is it?
Lots of patience.
Okay. How old were you when you became a mum?
I was 27.
Okay. Describe me in a single sentence.
Extremely laid back and easygoing and maybe a tad bit lazy, if I have to be honest. Yeah, that's about how I sum you up.
You kind of missed out, like, exceptionally great and amazing.
But you are.
Okay,
you are.
okay. Yeah, just all of those things as well. Did you enjoy the childhood of your children?
Yeah, for sure I did. Loved it.
What are your 3 wishes related to your children?
Happiness, good health, and lots of love for all of them.
Are your children good friends of yours?
Very good. I think they are.
Behind her back.
Maybe you can
different
tell.
story. Oh gosh, these are mean. Husband or children, who is your first priority now? We're older now, it's different, isn't it? It's back to the husband. Do you wish you'd had any more children?
Yes, I would love a 17-year-old still living at home.
But she always says it. She always says that she would have liked to have one more child, but basically for this child to never grow past 17 and to never grow under 17. You just want a 17-year-old to live with you constantly. She likes the idea of having a teenager in the house, but not too young, not too old.
17 is perfect.
You've always said that. I just wish I'd had another child and it'd just be 17 forever. So that's my mum, guys. We're in a few short questions. She's always trying to get in on my video. She goes, no, Kex, don't film me, don't film me. Hi! She's always doing that. So this is she. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you got to know my mum a little bit. And if you want to see more from her, give me a thumbs up and a comment below. And I will see you guys next time. So bye!